Hi, I'm Shea Fisher and welcome to my world. I was born and raised in a very unique family. My dad is an 8-time Australian champion bull rider and my mum is an Australian champion barrel racer. So from the time I can remember, I have been on a horse. When I was 9, I won my first Australian title barrel racing, and by the time I was 12, I was starting to ride junior steers, so I also rode bulls as well. My family lived in Australia most of my life, but when I turned 10, we moved here to the US. I guess the one thing America really did for me at that time of my life was introduce me to music. It was that era when there was Shania Twain and Garth Brooks and Brooks and Dunn and even like your Britney Spears and Spice Girls were back then. I've been so lucky in Australia to have had 4 #1 songs there. I got a record deal when I was 16 years old, so it all happened very young for me there, but I learned a lot in that time. I'm 25 now, so I guess it's been 9 years I've been singing for, but I think the one thing I really love to do is perform. I love to be on stage. There's nothing better than being on a stage and looking out over thousands of people and performing and knowing that you're entertaining them. So lucky to have had such great fans in Australia, and I don't know where I'd be without them. I'm not sure if you know or not, but I'm actually engaged. Now, it kind of ties in my whole story because my fiance is actually a 5-time NFR qualifier in rodeo, so he's a professional rodeo athlete. He definitely has the same sort of lifestyle as me, is on the road for 6 months a year traveling, and we kind of hope to think one day it'll be like a Ty Murray and a Jewel story. I love working with companies. I actually have a few different endorsement deals right now. I work with Corel Boots, Maui Gym Sunglasses I've done work with. They endorse me, MAC Makeup, Cowgirl Up Clothing. So it's really fun, getting free stuff of course, but being able to be a face of a brand and help promote it and have companies that want to use your face and what you do to promote their brands. I guess to describe me as an artist, I don't really want to say I'm like anybody else. I don't want to try and be a Shania Twain or a Carrie Underwood or an Avril Lavigne or anyone. I want to try and be a unique artist. I feel like my music's very fresh. I would just say it's very 2014. I like to try and figure out where music's going and what the next sound is that people want to hear. But as you've seen in some of the footage, I love to perform on stage in my hat, and it's really who I am. There's nothing fake about it because I grew up in a rodeo family. I've barrel raced and ridden bulls and competed in rodeos my whole life. I'm engaged to a rodeo athlete. My dad's a world champion cowboy. So me wearing a hat is just comfortable. And I feel like there is no other girls that do that. And I wouldn't say it's a hat act because it's just me being me.